So, let's talk about this. Because we already know Lou Anarumo is one of the best defense coordinators in the NFL. Did it take a little while to get going this year for our defense? Absolutely. But you look at the Rams game, look at last week, and our defense is back, guys. Our defense is back, and they're ready to go out there and put on a show for us and really dominate, right? Now, of course, it took a little bit of time. But there's certain philosophies, and that's why you gotta love, Anarumo here. It is certain philosophies that Ludini follows. And one of the philosophy was this. It's a little more than a year ago when the Cincinnati Bengals were 0-2. And defense coordinator Lou responded to a question about working first round safety Dax Hill into the mix. Like this. I've been doing this for 30 years. I've never rotated a corner or safety in my life, and I never will. Now, he had to go back on that this year. Of course, with Cheeto having injury concerns and having to put DJ Turner in there, that's exactly what he's doing. He's actually rotating the starting corner Cheeto and the second round draft pick DJ Turner all season so far. Obviously, when Cheeto is playing. This is because, again, Cheeto still not 100%. And right now he's dealing with a back injury. So he can't go out there every single play and, play every snap. So DJ Turner really has to step up. Then last week, there was no Cheeto. So it was fully just DJ Turner and nobody else in that rotation. Here's the kicker. Jordan Battle. Now you might say, well, how does Jordan Battle get in this mix here, right? Because at the end of the day, Jordan Battle's not a cornerback. Cheeto obviously is a cornerback, and DJ Turner's a cornerback. Well, how they get in this mix is Jordan Battle can take snaps at corner and safety. And that's how he now does not have to rotate, anybody. Because Nick Scott and Jordan Battle are going to be taking snaps together. So now you have 3 safeties on the field when Cheeto was absent. DJ Turner taking over as that starting cornerback. And you don't have to worry about the rotation. And yes, Lou can go back to his old philosophy of not rotating that. And as it says right here, Sunday was a rotation spinning Lou back on his vows a year ago, but it wasn't a one-off. I could see them both playing going forward, Lou said. Jordan's been showing some good things in practice, so I feel like we'll give him an opportunity. And again, like I said before, this is why, we talked about this yesterday, how amazing it is that Jordan Battle is showing out and is playing great football and is really stepping up because we need him to. We absolutely need him to. With Cheeto having his injury concerns, we need to have him step up and really take over this defense. And here's what he had to say about the whole entire thing. He said, just getting in, getting a few plays, and making a few plays. It feels good. Obviously, you want to be in there and contribute however you can. And when you can get that chance, you want to make the best of it. And that's exactly what he's doing right here. He does continue to reiterate. I feel like it's actually grown. More. Which I know it probably sounds weird, he said, but I feel like a relationship has grown since I've gotten more snaps. He helps me with whatever I need. Whether it's me or him on the field, when we see something on the play, when we weren't on the field, we talk about it and correct it. And make sure the same things doesn't happen later in that game. And again, that's exactly what we needed. That's why we brought in Nick Scott. Yes, we brought in Nick Scott to be a starter, but we brought in Nick Scott and then drafted Jordan Battle to be that, kind of mentor role, right? Go ahead and teach Jordan Battle how to play at top level. We already know from college, Jordan Battle is already a great player, but he just needs a little bit of mentoring to get to that level he needs to get at. And now, again, like I said, with him stepping up, we can actually now stop rotating, DJ Turner and Cheeto. And when Cheeto is back fully healthy, he's back. But if Cheeto's not back, we don't have to worry that much. Because if he can't go, he doesn't have to feel like he's forced to go out there. He can sit. He can be inactive. He can rest. DJ Turner can take over for his spot. And then Jordan Battle can obviously take over on the field too with Nick Scott at the same time. And they could have a little bit less of a rotation. Now, is it going to be perfect? No. Will there still be some rotation? Yes. But Jordan Battle definitely helps them to get to the point where they don't have to do that as much. And Lou gets to kind of play the defense he wants to play. And let's be honest, Lou's at his best when he has all the options, when he has everything in his arsenal, when he's able to do what he wants to do. I mean, we call him the mad scientist. We call him Ludini. We call him all these names for a reason. Lou, when he has his, weapons, and he has his weapons of mass destruction, I'll call it, things get a little bit bad for the opposing offenses. Now, of course, this week we might not have Myles Murphy, depending on his personal problems off the field. Again, we don't know really much about that. But if he is not out there, obviously we're probably not going to have, we might not have Cheeto. That's a situation we're going to have to kind of deal with. But, it is what it is. Losing Jesse Bates and Von Bell this offseason was the hardest thing we have gone through in a little bit of time. And, how are we going to recover from that? Dax Hill is one of the best safeties in the NFL. Nick Scott, he plays in the NFL. And Jordan Battle is really stepping up and making the most of his opportunities. And that's really all we can ask for right now from all of these guys. But very, very awesome. And Cheeto, it was back at practice yesterday, so he wasn't limited participant in practice, so it's not like he was a full participant. I'm assuming he's not going to play on Sunday. I'm assuming. Because it doesn't look like he's trending toward that direction. Now, keep in mind, we do have a practice today, Friday, so depending on what happens on Friday, depends if he does play or not. Again, it's very possible he does end up playing, but if he does play, I would expect the typical limited snaps, a lot of rotation, and just not overdoing it with him, right? Because again, at the end of the day, you do have your bye week next week, so you have this week, then a bye week. If you can keep him out and keep him resting over those 2 weeks, that's probably for the best. And then you have, obviously, the 49ers. So you want to really just kind of keep him rested as much as possible. Because I think we can win without him. Last week, our defense looked pretty solid without him. And it's not saying that he, obviously, is not a good corner. He's a great corner. But it is nice to have, the options, in case someone does get injured. Because, let's be honest, that's just a part of football and life goes on. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, guys. Remember, I will be live on Sunday for the Seahawks versus Bengals. Peace out, guys.